Beau.
How
How
was
was
your
your
thanks?
Thanksgiving?
Our Thanksgiving was different, like I'm sure most of ours were, yours included. But it was also nice and to just be together with our family outside. And I ended up pivoting. I thought I was going to smoke a turkey on I have a new smoker. And we realized that we don't really like turkey that much, so I roasted chicken instead.
Oh, yeah, you're the cook in the family, right?
Sometimes. What about
Sometimes.
you? How was it?
It was good. So my daughter's a vegan, and so we had a vegan Thanksgiving with vegetables, my homemade vegetable soup, and we made um, vegan spaghetti and meat sauce, which was
Ooh,
actually
sounds
delicious.
delicious.
It was delicious. And then she made an apple crisp, and then, it was fine. It was delicious. And I don't like turkey that much either. So
How was the apple crisp?
it was delicious. She's really a really good baker.
I'm a big fan of pumpkin pie. I've never actually made one. I always outsource it. But
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of pumpkin pie. And it's funny. I'm a big fan of Thanksgiving. I think it's one of my favorite holidays. And I think one of the reasons it's one of my favorite holidays is that it just always feels so Jewish to me, even though it feels like a Jewish holiday, even though it's not a Jewish holiday. Like it sort of feels like a big Shabbat dinner in a way to me.
Well,
Um,
anything with a big feast feels Jewish. But in fact, there are a lot of connections between Judaism and Thanksgiving that some people may know, some people may not know. And I think the one people know the most is that we believe that the first Thanksgiving was a model of Sukkot, the
hmm.
harvest holiday, that it was a belated Sukkot, that they celebrated the harvest and then the celebration. It was when they finished their harvest. But the pilgrims, who were also the Puritans, I mean, like their name goes back and forth, saw them, were very close to the Bible. They followed the Bible and they saw themselves as the new children of Israel. And they saw their coming to the new world as like coming to the promised land. They saw England as Egypt, the king as Pharaoh, and they were escaping across the sea to the promised land. However, en route, we now know historically that the pilgrims spent 10 years between leaving England and coming to the New World in Holland, in the
Hmm.
Netherlands, where there was a huge community of Sephardic Jews who had escaped there about a little less than 100 years before from the Spanish Inquisition. And so they probably saw the celebration of Sukkot on a regular basis from the Sephardic Jewish community. And who knows, they may, the Sephardic Jewish community was part of the Dutch trading company. And who knows if they didn't finance some of their ships for all we know, because, they were into trade and all that. So there was a relationship there. And then when they came to America, and they also had Hebrew names. And apparently, I just read this, they considered making the language of the New World Hebrew for a while.
Really?
Yeah, they were thinking about it, but I guess they didn't, obviously. And another thing that I find fascinating is that the word for why do we eat turkey? We don't really know, except it was a bird only found in the New World. It did
So
not exist in Europe.
indigenous of sorts, I guess.
Indigenous of the New World. So maybe the Native Americans ate turkey, but the word in Hebrew for turkey is hodu. Now, yes, hodu means India in Hebrew, so because they thought they were going to India, but it also means thanks, giving
That's
thanks,
right.
like hodu
Like
Adonai, our
Hallel. Like
Hallel.
Hallel, yeah.
So the
Huh.
Thanksgiving food means thanks. And also the word Jew, Yehuda, it all comes from
Right.
the same Yehudi, comes from the same root, Todah, thank you. So we're very intermeshed with giving thanks.
Well,
So
it's true. You think about how much expressing gratitude and giving thanks is baked into to Jewish prayer and Jewish practice with Modim, at every service. I was thinking about Modeh Ani, the very first words that we're meant to recite when we wake up in the morning, is expressing gratitude for another day of life, another day in this world.
Right. And so the first Thanksgiving was, as we said, in 1620, but then during George Washington instituted days of thanks as a Thanksgiving, but different states did it on different days until Abraham Lincoln was the one who declared that we would have an official national day of Thanksgiving. And then I read that Franklin Delano Roosevelt tried to change it to make it a little earlier so that there could be more shopping for Christmas, believe it or not. But people protested and they started calling it Franksgiving and made fun of Roosevelt. So he went back and he established it as the fourth Thursday in November.
It's funny, Gia, when we really think about it, what it says about our country and our civic culture, that we enshrined a day whose whole purpose is to celebrate and give thanks for all the richness that we have in our lives. I think we lose some of that sometimes.
I agree with you, and it's the one holiday really that everybody, no matter what their background, ethnicity, or nationality, we all celebrate it together because we all can understand gratitude.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a beautiful way to transition into Havdalah, which is, a separation between holy and the profane. But, we had a holy day of Thanksgiving as well. And now we should take all of that feeling and bring it into the coming week and the coming year, hopefully.
Amen. Do you have a Kiddush cup, a Havdalah candle, some spices there? Beautiful.
I do. So let me light the candle.
Don't burn your house down.
I won't. I'll try.
God forbid. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen Yom HaShvi'i, Sheshet Yemei תשבי אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הגלעדי, במהרה בימינו יבוא אלינו, עם משיח בן דוד, עם משיח בן דוד, אליהו הנביא, אליהו התשבי, אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הגלעדי. Shavua tov, Susan. Shavua tov, everyone.
Shavua tov, everyone.
Have a wonderful week.
You too. Everybody have a wonderful week. Bye.
Bye.